What's going on, folks? It's your boy Malley Man, and the aspiring artist coming up. Also the co-owner of the clothing line Azazi. Also the co-owner of Azazi Films, man. So y'all check that out. Y'all can catch me on IG at Malley MALLEY_it is, and that's where you'll catch up with everything, the new music. I got a new single called Thankful on iTunes, so y'all can check that out. And I got a couple tracks up on SoundCloud, so y'all stay tuned for that.
Love and really love, hoes and really hoes. Only God could judge, so why we so quick to judge? I cried in front of cheesy, I know you can feel me, cuz arguments with my dogs and they befriended me, cuz they feel like I ain't saving, never even ask. Just gotta keep walking, they'll see me through these tracks. But damn, dog, thought we was fam, dog. You know the man I was, you don't know who I am, dog. Just ask Lil Carver, Malley a culture changer. When it come to love, feel like I get more from strangers. I can't do too much, I don't do enough. God bless me with these tools, I won't screw it up. Tour bus talk, where were you when I used the bus? Push, pull off, all I do is throw deuces up. True enough, really care, that's how they viewing us. Raven, I can use your touch, how could I lose your trust? Time for me to fly away, time that I get gone. I ain't far away, but spitting lyrics that hit home. Baby face Malley, but I promise this shit gone. Azazi stitched on all of my
Alright, so we get right into it. It's gonna be the first installment of what we gonna title this.
What we gonna title it?
Yeah, what we gonna title it? Like this plus. What you got?
We can title this Strictly from the Heart.
Strictly from the Heart. So this is the first installment of Strictly from the Heart. Malley Mal, we in Sneaker Union. Thanks for having us as usual.
Shout out to Tig and Sneaker Union for allowing us to, conduct the interview and conduct this project inside. Y'all check them out, by the way, alright?
Yeah. So let's get right into it. Why rap?
Why rap? I mean, first of all, I really don't consider myself a rapper, so I wouldn't really say rap. I would more so consider myself an artist in every form. That's why I dip into the fashion. That's why I dip into the art side with the pictures and the visuals, and also more so the poetry. Just a way of expressing myself and getting myself through situations. And I guess it turns out to be rap and it also helps others get through their situation. So a lot of times when I do make music, it's not really to get known, likes, or really gain fame from it. I'm really just most of the time going through something where I just experienced something, and my way of venting is just through writing and laying it on the beat.
You think in terms of lyricism, like you say Tig, a lot of us believe that you got bars, you feel me?
Yeah.
Easily put, better put. So do you feel it's better for you to write down your rhymes or freestyle? Because right now everybody freestyling off the top.
I mean, honestly, like, I'm gonna be real. On this last demo I dropped, For Your Heart Only, I think I got Letter on there, I got I Wish, and I have Thankful. And I'm gonna be real with you, all three of those, none of them was written. Like, I went off the top with every one of them. I didn't do it all the way through. I probably spit 6 bars, stop, spit another 4, 2, whatever the case was. But none of that was written. And I actually, the way I came across those beats, I had missed work. And I was like, man, let me go to the studio. And the dude ended up pulling up some beats. And I just went in the booth. I guess I let what was on my heart, strictly from my heart, strictly from to your heart. I just let that go, and those actually end up probably being some of my best songs, some of my best work. So I think each beat or each song or each direction you're trying to go takes for different things. Some you may write, some you may not. But I don't really get into the whole trend of, oh, I'm not gonna write because he ain't writing. I'm gonna write because he ain't writing. It's all based on me, what I feel and how I feel. I mean, I actually started music freestyling, so not writing is nothing that's not new to me. But like I say, different strokes for different folks.
True. And then you did mention trends. And in terms of with your music, I don't feel like it's trendy. It's real. It got a distinct sound. And a lot of people are correlated to T.I. You get what I'm saying? Some of the greats in the game. Trey Day. We can go down the list of them old goats. You feel me?
Yeah.
So how does your music correlate to, or how does the fans receive your music with everything else that's going on in the music right now?
I mean, it's interesting because I remember I was at right here at Playhouse. And somebody told me something, and the message came from somebody I didn't really expect it to come from. But he told me, he was like, man, listen, somebody, you keep going, somebody real big is about to come sign you, or you know, come holler at you or whatever. But he also told me, man, everybody's not gonna like your music, but the right people will. So I always, one thing about me, like, I take messages from anybody. I don't care how many chains, how much money you got, how much money you don't got. Like, I'm not one to judge a person off of material things. So I look at everybody basically on that same plane. And yeah, I took that message and I ran with it. So, but really to answer your question, I feel as if a lot of people are gravitating towards my song, especially Thankful. And honestly, I probably got about, honestly speaking, I'm going to say at least 2 12-track mixtapes in the chamber that I could drop at any second. Okay. But the whole thing for me was I wanted to get people attached to, you know, one song at a time, and then once they gravitate towards that, then maybe I give them the whole clip. But I didn't want to give them everything, especially since, you know, it was always known what I was spitting, known what I was capable of. This is really my first time putting myself out there. So the Thankful track, even my boy Tig, he put me on the ground the other day and said something in the nature of every morning, like basically, you know, every morning he has to listen to that. Yeah, every morning we gotta listen to that track. So when somebody writes that and when somebody lets you know that, that's like, man, damn, you really speaking to that, because you know you got songs, trendy things like drip and I don't know what the other words they use in swag, whatever the case may be, foreign. And it's like, dudes ain't really listening to that song every day. They probably listen to it Friday night, you know,
when they going out,
Saturday night when they going out. But to have music that a person can listen to at any given time, any time of the day, that's special. That's why I often tell people, like, I ain't trying to make a hit. I don't want to make a hit. Like, I want to make classics, because to me, classics, they live forever. Ralph Lauren, that's classic. People will be wearing that. People was wearing that before we came in, and people will be wearing that, you know, after we leave. So that's, to me, I like I say, I'm big on classics, bro.
True enough, true enough. And then I know you said like trendy and drip stuff and all of that, but I feel like more so your music, it comes from a real place. Mm-hmm. So as an artist, I know as a fan of you, like we gravitate to people who giving us real art. Yeah. But more so behind the music, because I know family is big to you. This series is gonna go on along. We probably see some guest appearances along with this series. But how big is family played in the role of your music?
You know, family, a lot of things I do for the family, and and you know, since we got this camera rolling, I always told myself, and shout out to LJJ folk, because one thing he taught me, like, you have to be upfront and honest with everything that you do, and just honesty is key. But when it comes to family, my family is everything to me. A lot of things that I do, a lot of reasons why I do things is because family. And another thing, family ain't about you know, blood don't make you family, man. Love, to me, that makes you family. You know, also with family, I ain't gonna lie, when you going somewhere, you have to be careful, because family will hold you back too as well. And honestly, I've been kind of like battling that situation as well. And sometimes, you know, with this whole rapping thing, a lot of families like really look at it as if it's a joke. You know, growing up, especially in the African American community, all our families know is Optimus football, basketball. You gonna do this, and this how you gonna get to college. So when you come at them with, you want to be a rapper, or you want to be a piano player, or you want to be a photographer, or you want to run your own website, that shit like boy, alright, when you get 18, it's time to go. So, you know, me being able to break that cycle for not just my family but others, you know, in their family as well. So at least they could point to me and be like, hey, Mom, he did it. Yeah. Like I know him, you know what I'm saying? He made a way, as well as like open up doors for others. I reached out because I was running the photography company, I was running the clothing line, I was running the music as well, and I just saw myself getting overwhelmed, and I'm one like, hey, if I promise you 30 pictures, that's on my heart to give it to you. But my time my time's so hectic. Not out of bad intentions, I probably didn't get you that work, so I finally said, you know what? Let me reach out and see who could I bring aboard, not to work for me, but to work with me.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, if this the company, bro, I want you in it. I want to make you a boss too.
Okay.
That's another thing I learned from LJ. Like, we don't work for nobody. We work with each other.
Exactly.
And as long as we look at life like that, like, you know what I'm saying, that working with somebody and working for somebody, like when you work with somebody, you have a level of respect. When somebody working for you or you working for somebody, you tend not to respect them because you feel it's like whatever I say goes.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So family is definitely a big thing, but sometimes, you know what I'm saying, you have to go off of what God places in your heart. Cause our families have been traditionalized.
Yep.
Go to school, go to college, get a job, and now you living paycheck to paycheck your whole life. Then you bringing up this child. You probably working 2 jobs now, so he letting the TV and music, you know what I'm saying, parent him, which ain't the best parenting out there. So a lot of things that I'm doing, bro, like I'm really sacrificing just to break that barrier, to show that it is possible. Don't get me wrong, it takes a lot of work, a lot of sleepless nights, man. I done wrecked out in a few cars because I'm dozing off on the road. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, I do know God got me, bro.
And I know you mentioned sleepless nights and shit. I don't be sleeping either. I know how it is to be working and working towards a goal. So in terms of, let's go back to the music a little bit. What are your goals with the music? Like,
I mean, the goals with the music, for one, nothing I really do. I would say I'm attached to, whether it be the photography, the clothes, the music, even, I've been having opportunities to dive into the acting lane, and the modeling lane. Like, probably got a message from an agency right now hitting me up, but it's like, I don't want to take on too many things. So, at one point, I guess when I first started, like, yeah, I want to be a rapper, like, that was the destination.
okay.
But I realized as I got older and wiser, I don't have no destination.
Okay.
Like, honestly, I feel like I may be what people consider a preacher one day or a pastor, but I don't give titles. Like, one thing about me, that's why when people ask me, am I a rapper, am I this, like,
you're a creator.
You come up with that, because I won't allow you to throw me in a box. You know what I'm saying? And even pastors, like, that's possible, because pastor, like, the root word is pass. Like, this person got a pass. Messenger, that's really what I consider myself, a messenger. You know what I'm saying? And root word of that, like, a lot of times, even with the pastor and all these dudes that I guess we tend to put on the pedestal, or we idolize, or we feel like they got it made, or whatever. We look at them to be perfect.
You don't think they kind of ingrained that into us? Like you said, like we have this traditional way of thinking.
True, nobody really explained it, so I'm going to explain it.
Okay.
About me, myself, and I tell people I'm a messenger. But when I say I'm a messenger, like, first off, I'm letting you know I'm a mess.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying?
I get it.
Like, I'm a mess. I'm trying to get my shit together just as well as any other man, any other woman, you feel me? But I also have a message, and don't let it goes back to what I said. Don't let, because a person look a certain type of way, or they driving a certain type of car, or because a person with a phantom could tell you a bold-faced lie and fool you, and you like, boy, I know he got it. Boy, look what he driving. He running tricks. He running game. But that person pulling up in the bucket might put you on to the best, opportunity of your life. So you have to, don't get so caught up in the person and really like analyze the message. So first and foremost, that's what I like to tell people. I am a mess. Like, every day I'm trying to get myself together, but I'm a messenger. I do feel like I do have a story to tell, and it could help others.
And I attest to you being a messenger, cause shit, I remember the other day, I was shit. Usually I'm morning, I'm ready to go. I don't even need coffee, you feel me? But one morning I just said, shit, I need somebody to lift me up, and you were right there, you feel me, brother to brother, and I respect that type of shit.
And I think we need more of that, cause you know, through the music, through me traveling around the world, I don't have no clique, first and foremost. Like, God is my clique. You know what I'm saying? I really don't ride with nobody throughout the day. I pretty much kind of just ride by my lonely. So a lot of people we so caught up in bag chasing. I'm gonna say that. I want to speak on that one. Bag chasing, right?
What's the bag though? Let's define that. What's your definition of the bag?
All right, this is my definition or my interpretation of that.
Yeah, that phrase.
That phrase.
Yeah.
Bag chasing. I am not bag chasing. I am the bag.
What you mean though?
Huh?
How you mean by that?
Okay, so what is bag be? When the person says they're bag chasing, what are they saying? I'm saying money. Or they grind it. Like, I'm gonna say money. Bag.
Yeah, we on the same level then, because I've been saying they
bag is money.
Money.
So they're saying that they're chasing the money. But you are the money. Like, everything will kind of insist. Don't get me wrong, you have to get up, you got to get yourself out there, you got to talk to people, you got to network, but the money gonna come to you. It's a proverb in the Bible, I forgot which one it is. It may be 20 something. Don't let me lie. But it says, what the hell that thing say? Oh, your gift will make room for you.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Like, your gift will literally
ain't gonna miss you.
Huh?
It ain't gonna miss you if it's for you.
Your gift will make room for you. And if it don't make room here, it's gonna make room in the right place. But that's true. Your gift will. I imagine I had to leave a great paying job. And that shit was like, boy, I don't know what is what. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, things ain't been beautiful. But my gift has made room for me. I'm sitting in front of the camera right now doing the documentary. You know what I'm saying? Your gift will make room for you, man.
You're a very humble person, dog, and I know you got a story to tell just from your music, from your background, from your family interaction, just from what I know of you in the community. And I didn't ask you where you from. That's a fucking foul in my part.
No, that ain't no foul.
Yeah, you gotta ask, but you gotta ask it. Huh?
I've been getting ready for this question, and I've been answering this question without you even asking me this. I just been telling people, boy, I can't wait till somebody ask me where I'm from. Come and tell them I don't know.
Nah.
I don't know. And that's because I feel like, okay, let's say the little history I guess people know. I can say I'm from Dade, right?
Okay.
But then I can say I came to Carver Ranches, and Carver Ranches showed me nothing but love, right? But to me, that would cause division. It's almost like religion. Okay. It's like you saying I'm a Christian and I'm a this. Yeah. Like, do we truly know where we from?
No.
I mean, we lived, you know, a couple people moved over here, a couple, like, nah, bro, to me that's division.
Okay.
I ain't even from, like, I don't know where I'm from. I gotta do my research.
So, what I say, do you feel like Carver Ranches or one particular location that you live influence your life more than the other?
No, I feel like they both play a role, and I guess I could break down those roles. Coming up from Miami, I was really like in the heart of the streets. That was 94th Street, 17th Ave. Okay. Right in front of Central. Like, you open up my grandma's back door, you got Central Rockets right there. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so that was like gunshots. I remember one day I seen they called them the Raiders up here, but we called them Jump Out down there. Okay. And they was hanging in my grandma's tree. So, you know, I was straight with the dudes across the street. So I let them know, hey, man, da 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 da. And from that day, all right, that's a group that always took a liking to me. Okay. Because I basically, you know what I'm saying, put them up on game. But like I say, it was very violent. you know, it was what Miami is described to be. My parents had got a divorce, which actually forced me to move to Broward. I went to Chaminade. That's how I got up there. I met with Jonathan Witherspoon's J5. Started hanging up here. And then basically, like I always been hustling.
Okay.
My auntie tell you that. Like I used to take her car probably at the age of I was in high school, 15. That's when Throwbacks first came out. And what I would do was I would go on eBay. Ain't too many people can tell me they knew about eBay at the age. Like so I've been, and she'll vouch for that. But I would go on eBay. Buy me a little Mitchell and Ness throwback jersey. The jersey may have been, let's just say for example, $60. And I go to, it was a dude on the side of the street. He would sell them, so I would go to him. Bum, I got these jerseys for sale. He'll give me maybe 100 for them. To this day, if we ride down that street, I promise you, he's gonna be like, "Hey Red, where them jerseys at? Like where them jerseys at?" So. You know, the hustling has always been in me, been in me. But when I came up here, I did get introduced to more, you know, hustling. Hustling. You know that way.
Yeah, that way.
That way, and you know, I caught on fast. I was like always, like I say, want to hustle. Then I started throwing the parties with Fat and Ye. We did that. And then you know the prison sentence came along, and that's where that went. But the big,
I'm gonna stop you there though, cause
no.
I'm gonna let you go there.
Okay, so cause I want to answer your question. The thing I learned about up here is like, okay, I'm gonna use a prime example. Down there, let's say you got 4-5 chains or whatever, you doing your thing, and nigga plotting on you.
Okay,
like he trying to, you know what I'm saying? Up here. For the most part, if you got 4 or 5 chains, nigga like thinking how can they outdo you?
Yeah, it's competition.
So it's you get what I'm saying? It's a little different. Like, alright, we can compete or whatever, long as it's a friendly competition. It's just to make me better, make you better. But to take something from your brother, or to take something from your brother, is it really worth it?
Yeah, cause you know what come with that. You take something, they gonna bring something.
You know what I'm saying? I seen the dude, rest in peace, Screw. I hope I said the name correctly. I think he was down there in Carver City. Somebody broke into his car. He tried to straighten it. Whooped the dude. Dude ended up taking his life. So it's like, damn, I'm living in a time where shit, it's best to just leave it alone. Go buy me a new radio. Cause it ain't worth it. But back to what you was gonna say, not to cut you off neither.
Nobody in America like really know what prison is. It's like a stigma. It's like a lot of different things, and I know it's an unfortunate situation for you, cause like you went to Chaminade, I went to Chaminade, so I knew of you, but I never really formally met you in a sense. But can you describe prison without going into detail and just how that helped you become what you are right now sitting in front of us? Like, because it's totally different switch. I can't believe you was that same person sitting in that cell or that same mindset. So if you can kind of revert back to that mindset and guide us back to how you are right now.
Prison. Well, I'm gonna say the first day I got in there, I remember, I ain't gonna lie, I knew I had a probation hold. I had got caught with I violated probation. I was on possession of heroin. I violated with a trafficking of heroin. So basically, I knew I was gonna be sitting. I never forget. I called Mom Yella. And, she basically told me to get in the Bible, read some scriptures, whatever. She always took us to church, but I was never, I really didn't know the word, didn't know God, didn't know any of that, just did the traditional thing. So I ain't gonna lie, the first couple times I was in there crying. Not because scared of, anything happening to me. I'm just like, at the time, a lot of people don't understand, my first mixtape, which a lot of people like to this day, late nights, early mornings, it had just dropped, like, 2 or 3 weeks before that. So it's like, damn, you done put all this time into this tape. You ain't even got time to promote. You know what I'm saying? So whatever, she had got me into the Bible. I had started getting spiritually in tune. Started doing my own studies, whatever. Started applying what I was reading to my life. Started reading. Finally did what I had to do. Got sent to prison. And that experience, man, when I could say, well, I do have this cut on my ear, and I got this goddamn slash up on top of my ear. From what I was told, I do sleep hard. Anybody know me know I sleep very hard. I was sleeping on the top bunk, and when I woke up, I was on my bunkie locker, and they say basically I had done rolled off the bunk, which I ain't gonna lie, do anybody know me? I roll hard, and it could have happened that way, but you never know due to the place you was at.
Yeah.
But other than that, bro, like I ain't gonna lie, and not talking cocky, little me, I ran a cell, like, but I realized I ran it out of respect. Not me, Miami card. Nah, people like respect. People like learn. People like that young man that's doing something. You showing them pictures that you got a CD out there. You know what I'm saying? People, older cats love that they can talk to a young man and he got some sense of direction. So prison is all about respect, man, in my eyes, and that's why we got this on the shirt. Respect is power.
Okay. Shit, and that's just a different aspect in general because, like you said, you're a little guy, and in that environment, just they gravitate to you because you're a good guy.
Good guy.
At the end of the day, and I feel like it needs to be said. Like I feel the government and whoever these private prisons, they put these people in and they transform people. But I just want to commend you for being able to control your thoughts and your body and everything in that situation to come out whole.
Yeah, it's definitely lock the body and can't trap the mind. And to be honest with you, it opened up my mind. Okay. I never forget, and people don't understand, but I don't forget. Like I forget faces. No, I forget names. I don't forget faces. But this older cat asked me. He say, man, boy, I know you learned your lesson. I say, yeah, I learned my lesson. So he say, I say, honestly, it was the best thing that ever happened for me, or happened to me. And the only thing he could tell me was, oh, that means you don't have no problem going back. And I say, you know what, sir, you have a good day. And that let me know you got people out here that's in prison. Yeah. Mentally, their mind is so locked. And that's another thing that I want to do. Hopefully you can help me put that together because it's a lot of talented guys in prison. So if we could come up with a way of like a talent show, even if this dude got 25 years of whatever life, he making right, and we can bring his material out here, whether he be a songwriter or something,
put it on his books,
and put it on his books. Yeah, because when I say, man, it's a dude right now. I wish I'm kind of on the high tip, but I wish, damn, how this song, man, it's a dude's song was stuck in my head, and I'm like, he from Tampa, dog. And you got, he ripped that thing.
How long were you in there for?
I did a year in the county. That was a lot of back and forth. It was Broward. I started in Dade, went to Broward, went back to Dade, went back to Broward, then went in prison. It was a lot of like tests and trial, tribulations, a lot of faith and patience. I learned a lot of faith and patience through that situation. A lot of faith and patience, man.
Damn. That's big. And then you said you did a year in county, and how long you did in prison?
I did a year in county, I did a year in prison, and I did 6 months at work release. So it was originally a 36-month sentence. Okay. And I did with your good time, you whatever, it brought me 3 years down to 2 years and 6 months.
Damn. That's dope. And
but that to me, that was college, bro. I tell everybody that was college.
Yeah, you right.
That was college.
Cause you learned something from it. You ain't going there. You feel me? You came out.
I learned a lot, man. I show you one of the lessons I learned and how the level I think on just in anything, right? When you get in the bum, you kind of gotta wash your own clothes, or you can send them off to get washed, but preferably, people prefer to wash their own clothes. And I used to play softball and baseball. That's something I did as a shorty. So I was doing things to occupy my mind. And I had one of those dirt stains on there or whatnot. And I believe I left it in there for like 2 or 3 days or whatnot. And then I washed it out. And all the stains wouldn't come out. So and this is how I think on everything. I thought to myself, I said, damn, the longer you let a stain sit in there, the harder it will be to get it out. That's why when I talk to people and I deal with things, and I'm still working on it, but I try to like be upfront. Even if you don't like what I said, you don't agree with what I said, at least I said it.
Yeah, you got it.
It's not on my chest. Because the longer you let them things linger on you, bro, it's fake build up. And that's another thing we as people we have to do. If I feel like Spliff can be better at what he do, I'm not gonna tell Tig about it. Exactly. Be like, boy, Spliff tripping, man. He ain't call me. Get what I'm gonna do? Hey, Spliff, bro, what's up? Hey, Spliff will tell you. I done got in that inbox a couple times. Cause that's what we need, bro. We need accountability.
Exactly.
The same thing with me. He'll tell you. The first couple times I fell short, bro. I ain't gonna lie, that's my fault. Whoop-de-whoop. And be honest with people,
That's
man.
100.
Huh?
So that's 100.
Yeah, and people will respect that. So we have to do that. All this fake, real. Ain't nobody no real nigga, man.
Be real with yourself.
I'm gonna be real with you. Real niggas used to pick cotton.
Damn, Kanye said that we chose to be slaves, though.
Yeah, real niggas used to pick cotton. That's something they done got us to cling on to. And more than anything, it sound good.
Yeah, and it does. I think that, and that's why you'll be admired as an artist, just because you're not portraying, like, I'm trying to get away as whatever I am. I don't got a title for what I do.
Yeah.
But whatever I'm doing, I'm not trying to portray that shoot 'em up, kill shit. That drug influence. Like, if we doing drugs, I'm not trying to be a hypocrite. But that's your business. Don't portray that to the younger generation because they don't know stop or go.
Man, that's me. I gotta get this out. It was gonna be I got time.
Yeah, we got.
I wanted to get this out because a lot of people didn't know and I hit it right. I'm gonna say before I went to prison, I was chilling at this hotel or whatever, early night, and I went to go chill with some of my partners, right? And they had, been doing the pill thing and doing their thing, and I really didn't even smoke a joint till I went to Chaminade, being around them hippie folks. But back to the story, they had a Remy bottle, so my partner, which was Rich, he probably don't mind me saying his name, Rich, he was, hollering at a little chick on the side, but being me, like, I'm good with everybody, so if I roll up on the set, even if I come for Spliff, I'm gonna dap everybody up, just out of respect, you know what I'm saying? And, I did that, whatever, they had a Remy bottle on the floor, and I took a sip, right? So, I never forget, Rich came back and Rich was like, damn, bro, what you drinking on? And I said, shit, the Remy bottle over there. And he was like, boy, I got money in there. And I was like, oh, Lord, like, I had never popped the ecstasy pill. So I'm tripping right now. I'm like, damn. I'm supposed to feel, right? So, like, being me, I'm very, like you say, humble, laid back, very probably like reserved. The shit ended up hitting me. I feel like Superman now, like I'm
you ready to go?
Yeah, I'm writing music. So through that, I had got a little addiction. You know what I'm saying? Cause I'm like, damn, when I go in the studio,
that shit get me going.
Yeah, this shit get me going. But then on the back end, it got me tired. Had me tripping, you spending money, your lady, everything, you starting to lose things, you know what I'm saying? Wow. And it's like, the youth, and that's a big reason why I deal with the kids, because they really like saved me through that, because it's like, you can't be around no kids on this, you know what I'm saying?
Not around
Kid, you don't need kids following you on this, so that shit really helped me overcome it, and it's still in the midst of overcoming it, because one thing I can say, anything you ever did, the devil always gonna have his little ways of coming at you with it. Especially when you're in this industry and you gifted. People gonna bring you weed. People gonna bring you
whatever you want.
Girls. Yeah. People gonna bring you. So you have to build it up to say, nah, bro, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? And it's easier said than done.
Yeah.
But God will place other things in your life to help, pull you away from that. So I did want to, share that with you since you was speaking on. Even though I did that, like I said, a lot of people didn't know about it because that wasn't something I was proud of. Well, that wasn't something I glorified.
Exactly.
Because deep down, like Lauren said, how you gonna win if you ain't right within?
Exactly.
I knew within, like, that ain't the way to go. Ain't the way to go, man. You ain't doing nothing but burning yourself. So, no, that's very interesting that you brought that up.
So, we're going to probably end this segment with just more about the fashion line. We have the, that's from the most recent shoot?
Well, no, we did like a duo shoot. And L did an excellent job with that. So, yeah, that's the brand Azazi. It's pronounced A-Z-E, Azazi. And basically it stands for love, power, and respect. You know what I'm saying? Love, power, and respect. And we're about to have a limited release coming up. A white shirt and a black shirt. And you can catch that on my page or my cousin's page. Cheese Factory. Like I said, I don't know his Instagram name either, but basically every time I upload a piece of material, I usually always tag those names. And that's the brand, man. You see the sweater. And shout out to Cheese too. He actually created this design. Well, he came up with his name.
Okay.
We created the design together, and then sat on the design for about a year, I'll say. And then he came up with some idea, I guess, of adding the colors into it.
Okay.
And when I seen that, I was like, boy, I gotta throw this in my next video. And we've been hitting the ground running. So the company is official. Right now, we're just trying to figure out exactly what we're gonna put out. Like, I know these sweaters for sure. They won't be going out to probably winter season.
Okay.
This was just a trial run. We're gonna come out with the shirts, shorts, the rumpers for the ladies, the one piece. Website coming out. The website is up too. We have a launch page for that. It's azazi.com. So
spell it for him,
Azazi, A-Z-A-Z-E, Designs, DESIGNS.com. You log into that. You can subscribe, so that way when we do drop or anything does drop, it'll be directly emailed to whatever email that you do sign up.
My name is Gutter, man. That's what I go by, baby. Lifestyle.
And where we at right now, Gutter?
Carver Ranches Pod. I'm sitting on the stump where we get it on at.
Alright.
I was staying on 22nd and 52nd. He was going to seminar. I met Maul, about 2000 and, I want to say like 10. And ever since I met him, man, he always had ambition.
Okay.
Just being real, man. When I first met him, it was on the come up, you know what I'm saying? And he ain't never stopped grinding, man. Gotta respect him now. He a hustler. Period. Bottom line. When he met me, he got with the right man. That's all I know.
You think like his hustling on the hustling side in the street kind of transferred over with the music now? You think he can make that play out? How you think that'll play out?
Yeah, I mean, cause to me, like every rapper, they need a background and origin. You know what I'm saying? And it ain't gotta be the streets. It can be, struggling, come up cooking, I had to cut grass, whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? But the streets is the streets. Whether you grinding, you selling drugs, you cutting grass, you cutting trees, you dancing, whatever it is you're doing. You just need a background and origin to back up what you're saying. I mean, if you listen to his music, he talking about the when, what, where, the how, and everything else about what used to be, how it used to be, what can be better. I mean, you gotta listen to it. It's a message in his music every time, off the rip, period.
Story. He got his stripes, if I can say that. So everything he's saying is legit. So you think that make his music more authentic in a sense?
Yeah, most definitely. Any rapper.
Okay.
Because you got to be able to. I mean, people tell lies all the time. You know what I'm saying? And not saying he ain't said something that he ain't do. I'm not saying that. But what I am saying is the things he talking about on there is 90% true. And like he can talk about way more than that, but he ain't. You know what I'm saying? Like we got stories. I damn sure got some stories that I can say that I ain't heard them say yet.
What's one story you can share with the camera for you and Malley?
This part right now where we at, when he was in the Pontiac, the 2-door, the gray one, when they, when they took my man to jail behind the park, had a little, well, yeah, this same park we at, my man went to jail right behind us, man, in the back of the park, man,
And
even him.
Yeah.
His rap ain't regular rap, man. It's different music. You know what I'm saying? Like, I remember when I used to think I can rap. You know what I'm saying? And still can if they try. But Malley different. He like a J. Cole type, and he be sending me music all the time, like little clips and stuff. But he always sending me like people like Nipsey Hussle or. Bro, you heard this, you heard that. When I click it, I'm like, damn, I ain't never heard these dudes. But when I'm listening to it, I'm like, damn. You feel me? So, I believe in him, man. But it's just bottom line. We came up together. You know what I'm saying? Like,
respect that.
We came up together. Like, he ain't went nowhere. He's still here. He fumbling around. He just got better with time.
Okay.
I'm gonna be real with you. I introduced him to Doogie at the gate. I mean, however that went. But my man better now, man. He better, man. He ready to uplift some souls, man. Y'all support my dog, man.
Exactly. And
Malley Mal.
on a lighter note, I'm gonna let you go because you did say you rap. I remember the Iceberg shorties already. You feel me?
But lifestyle now, baby.
It's lifestyle. We gonna sign out. You can say what you want. Instagram, where they can follow you at.
I would tell y'all to follow me, man. But every picture I got now, my head down. You know what I'm saying? So. I'm getting ready to open up a new one, man. It's the lifestyle, man. Gutter. Malley Mal, I'm out.
Got me going over rude, debating with the rough. I've been trying to elevate, but see God on the step. Talking about emotions, ever felt your heart melt? I was left feeling cold, just imagine how I felt. Trap the shit on, just imagine what I smelt. Truly never had an option on the plate, but I was dealt. No races, no joke, no. Only keys.
What did we call this segment?
Oh, strictly for the heart.
Yeah, strictly for the heart.
Strictly
Part
for the
one. I can't even get my sign out. So we
Yeah,
signed it
yeah,
out. Strictly for the heart.
Say no to drugs and yes to education, folks.
Queen Malley Mal gave advice, she told me to do my thing. I know you tired of working, but ready to chase your dreams. Sort of laughed when he said it, but understood what he meant. Don't worry about that grass and that side of his dream. Forget about the scammer, get paid off.